This is a list of the extinct plants in Hawaii. According to various organizations and newspapers, such as the State of Hawaii Division of Forestry and Wildlife and the Washington Post, have deemed Hawaii as extinction and endangered capital of the world. Our human activity has snowballed the amount of plant extinctions within Hawaii. In the last 250 years, more than 600 plants have become extinct, and now there are approximately 994 endangered in the U.S. alone. Hawaii consists of 0.002% of the U.S.'s landmass, yet is responsible for around a third of those endangered species. As part of my ethnographic research, I volunteered at the Harold L. Lyon Arboretum, an arboretum and botanical garden which helps to conserve native plants. Their mission is to inspire and cultivate the conservation of tropical plant diversity and to connect it to Hawaii's culture through education and research. I was there, weeded, and pulled out invasive plants, including Cristella dentata. In addition to my ethnographic research, I conducted a survey asking where Hawaii residents think that the most recorded plant extinctions are in the world. Half thought it was Hawaii, a quarter did not know, and the other quarter guessed somewhere else in the world. The other question was how many plants they think are endangered in the United States. 32% thought that it was more than 994, which is the actual number, and 68% did not know or thought the number was below 994.
I would say that humans cause plant extinction by deforesting areas, removing keystone species, clearing areas for housing, as well as overusing resources. So that could be timber, plants for other uses like medicine, things like that.
I mean, as humans, we literally cut down trees, we replace them with invasives. Us meddling with the native ecosystem beyond what the ecosystem beyond the ecosystem's capacity. I'm pretty sure that's the biggest reason why.
From the functionalist perspective, if these endangered plants die, then it could cause a chain reaction causing detrimental and incalculable effects. When one species is taken out of the ecosystem, it affects every other species it's linked to, and all of the species those are linked to. If a predator is taken out, then its prey will consequently increase in population, which may lead to unknown consequences. From the conflict perspective, the rich entrepreneurs and corporation owners have cleared native species to make room for the buildings and established factories that release toxic chemicals in the atmosphere, which clashes with organizations that want to conserve land. The toxic chemicals and greenhouse gases that are released into the atmosphere not only cause acid rain, but also an increase in global warming, which decreases plant growth. From an interactionist perspective, native plants have cultural importance and mythological aspects, keeping its presence in Hawaii and within us alive. For example, the ohialehu was a native tree used as shelter for native birds, such as the apapane and iiwi, insects and other invertebrates, but it is endangered. If these plants are extinct, then how do we propagate the Hawaiian culture? My macro level of analysis is the state of Hawaii. People in Hawaii are relatively aware that there are extinct endangered plants, but the problem is being overshadowed by endangered animals, like sea turtles. In Ko'olawe, one of the main Hawaiian islands, bombing only stopped in 1990, leaving the island almost desolate of life. Pollution in Hawaii contributes to this problem, from water pollution to land pollution. In 2014, NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, collected 57 tons of marine debris coming from the northwestern Hawaiian Islands. The mesoanalysis is the island of Oahu. Oahu boasts the biggest metropolitan in all of the Hawaiian Islands. The island has urbanized through deforestation, replacing plants with buildings. According to Schaefer, urban air pollution is caused primarily by emissions from automobiles and secondarily by emissions from electrical plants and heavy industries. In 2006, millions of gallons of raw sewage was spilled into the Alawai, and it is still a problem to this day. Personally, I have been involved in other organizations other than Lion Arboretum, such as KIRK, Koho'olawe Island Reserve Commission, and I planted trees to help reforest the island. However, I still contribute to the problem with everyday things that I do, leading to unfathomable consequences. Using a plastic straw from Starbucks may eventually pollute the ocean. Texting from a phone, whose electricity may come from burning coals, and even putting on sunscreen at the beach may end up poisoning sea plants.
The community can help plant extinction by being active in organizations that are helping to fight that. Organizations like OISC, Oahu Invasive Species Council. Another part, especially when it comes to native plants, like native Hawaiian plants, is to go out and plant those, So if you maybe put an ohia tree in your yard instead of something like a podocarpus, you're contributing to eliminating plant extinction.
I have learned different techniques to preserve native species and ways to prevent pollution in the environment. If you tweak certain aspects of people's lives, we can make a huge difference and correct our harmful habits.
Damn, who knew all the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about